Okay, the weather calmed down today, although there's still a lot of destruction everywhere. Usually when it gets sunny during these times too, it gets a lot colder. And with that in mind, what's going on today? Lots of stuff happening around the world. How about this first one, where apparently they arrested a drone pilot who was trying to attack a power plant of sort? This one says, alleged white supremacist charged with drone plot against Nashville power plant. I was thinking too, what's with the pictures here? Did they actually plot everything online to brag or something? It says a white supremacist plotted to attack a power substation in Nashville, Tennessee with an explosives loaded drone, federal authorities alleged on Monday while announcing his arrest. Skylar Filippi, 24, was arrested on the 2nd of November on charges of attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction and attempting to destroy an energy facility. Authorities claim that Filippi's plot was rooted in his accelerationism, or the white supremacist belief that the existing state of society is irreparable and that the only solution is the destruction and collapse of the system, according to court documents. Court documents add that adherence to accelerationism believes that steps can be taken to speed up the collapse of the system, to wit, the destruction of the US power grid, among other acts of violence. Sounds kind of extreme anyways, if it's all true. So apparently there was a sting operation of sort, because it says Filippi in September purportedly told 2 undercover agents about his plan to employ a drone carrying explosives and fly it into a particular power substation. Filippi allegedly asked these agents if they would survey the power station with him. They agreed, drove him there, and introduced him to yet another undercover agent. This third undercover agent told Filippi that he could procure explosives. Filippi also told the undercover agents about logistics planning, from renting a car that would blend into the residential neighborhood to where they would deploy the drone. Court papers allege. Makes me wonder what the heck type of drone they were planning to use for this. Either way, dangerous criminals like these, they're not going to obey laws and so forth, right? Again, you have to find ways to deal with them when it comes to drones anyways. And then how about this one, where Amazon's going to commence, I guess, operation in Arizona when it comes to drone delivery. It says Amazon drone delivery takes off in Arizona. As they write here, customers who live near our same-day site in Tolleson, Arizona, and purchase an eligible item weighing 5 pounds or less can have it delivered by drone in under an hour. With this new location, we're fully integrating into Amazon's delivery network, meaning for the first time our new MK30 drones will deploy from facilities next to our same-day delivery site in Tolleson. So as they mentioned, there is a limitation in terms of weight and so forth, and it says our new drone, the MK30, has received FAA approval to begin operations to customers. Our approval includes the ability to fly beyond visual line of sight using our sophisticated onboard detect and avoid system. This is an historic, first-of-its-kind approval for a new drone system and a new operating location following a rigorous FAA evaluation of the safety of our system and processes. This approval allows us to start making prime air deliveries to customers in the West Valley Phoenix metro area of Arizona. It's one of those things too where you would have expected Amazon to be the company that charged ahead and was the leader, but it seemed like other companies like Walmart, for whatever reason, took the lead. And for places like the US, it seems like the dominant news today, even here anyways, it was about the election in the US. Who's gonna win? Who knows? But with that said, apparently we have an issue here with an election too. Remember that provincial one we had just a while ago? Well, apparently there was an issue found where there was a box of ballots that wasn't counted, and so they're demanding, I guess, this be recounted. So like it says here, Elections BC reports box of 861 votes went uncounted in Prince George. British Columbia's election agency says it has discovered that a ballot box containing 861 votes wasn't counted in the recent provincial election, as well as other mistakes, including 14 votes going unreported in a crucial riding narrowly won by the NDP. Elections BC say omissions of the ballot box did not affect the result in Prince George, Mackenzie, while the unreported votes in Surrey-Gilbert were discovered last week during preparations for a judicial recount in the riding, where Gary Begg's 27-vote victory propelled the New Democrats to a 1-seat majority government. Can you imagine that? 27-vote victory? And they had these uncounted ballots, although they say here, oh, it would have made no difference anyways. It just makes you wonder. if there were these types of issues in this regards, what else was there? So I'm surprised they didn't do like a full audit right now saying, okay, something's going on, correct? Now, of course, with that thought, when people vote, it comes down to topics and issues that are important to them. And this is kind of interesting, as one topic in recent times anyways, is in regards to sports, where there are, let's just say, men playing in women's sports. And you know that one controversy, that one in the Olympics, where people were saying this isn't a woman, it's a man, for example, that person called Imane Khelif. Now, there were reports before where apparently the person had XY chromosomes, but it was in a Russian boxing league, and then a lot of people were trying to dismiss it. Well, how about this one? Apparently, this is like a different source that confirms what they say anyways. Okay, this is a person with XY chromosomes, so it's a male. It says Algerian boxer Imane Khelif has XY chromosomes and testicles. French Algerian medical report admits. A shocking new development has emerged in the case of Algerian boxer Imane Khelif after a French journalist reportedly gained access to a damning medical report revealing Khelif has, quote, testicles. The news comes months after Khelif seized a gold medal in women's boxing at the Paris Olympics. The report was drafted in June of 2023 via a collaboration between the Kremlin Bicêtre Hospital in Paris, France, and the Mohamed Lamine Debagine Hospital in Algiers, Algeria. Drafted by expert endocrinologists Sormer Fedela and Jacques Young, the report reveals that Khelif is impacted by 5-alpha reductase deficiency, a disorder of sexual development that's only found in biological males. The genetic abnormality influences the normal development of a child's sexual organs. At birth, male babies impacted by 5-alpha are often incorrectly assigned female due to the presence of deformed genitalia that sometimes takes on the appearance of blind vaginal pouch. It sounds like they went pretty thorough too in terms of this examination of sorts. It says, according to Audia, the clinical report reveals that an MRI determined that Khelif had no uterus, but instead had internal testicles and a, quote, micropenis, resembling an enlarged clitoris. A chromosomal test further confirmed that Khelif has an XY karyotype, while a hormone test found that Khelif had testosterone level typical of males. Audia also noted that doctors suggested Khelif's parents may have been blood relatives. And they say here anyways, with this, it was actually brought up, but I guess it was just ignored overall. So if this is true anyways, that's two sources that I know of anyways, where they say this person has XY chromosomes, which makes the person male and all that. That story would make more sense anyways, just based on everything that you've seen that happened in the Olympics and all that. And it makes you wonder, if this is the case 100%, that this is, for example, a male that was born with some physical deficiencies, what would happen? One, of course you would think, okay, well, let's strip the person gold medal and all that, but how about all the women, for example, that got pummeled, assuming, again, you confirm 100% this is a male?
The bluster and the attacks from the media will all be there. I'm not looking forward to it. I live in Washington, D.C.
So you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow.
Incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before.
right. See you guys later.